صلوا على النبي. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما صليت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم انك حميد مجيد وبارك على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما باركت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم انك حميد مجيد. Allah muna tawassuli da wannan salati da muka yi wa annabin rahama annabin tsira. Allah albarkaci wannan zama, wannan kamfani Allah albarkace shi, waɗanda suka ɗauki dukkan ɗawainiyoyi akan wannan program ɗin musu jagoranci. Manufan da aka shirya wannan program ɗin kyakkyawa Allah ya sa a cimma ta. Allah muna roƙonka dukkan muna da buƙatu mabambanta ka biya mana damoyin mu ya Allah ka yaye mana. Jaman ɗinmu na Demal ina roƙon Allah madaukakin sarki ya ƙara masa jagoranci, ya ƙara masa tsayuwa, ya ƙara masa tabati, ya sauke nauyin da Allah madaukakin sarki ya ɗora masa. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. نعم.
Mun so da mu ɓata lokaci wajen jiran a kawo mana ma'aiki, sai da mana muna ga cewa ana ta zama daga wannan sai uzuri sai wannan, shi yasa ba ma so mu ba mutane uzuri. In rekoda ne za ku iya kawowa ku aje, babu matsala insha Allah. A yi haƙuri idan ma'aiki ya zo ga waɗanda aikinsu ne za su haɗa a ci gaba, muna ga cewa ba ya kamata mu ci gaba da jiran abubuwa daban-daban mabambanta ba. Kamar yadda aka sani wannan program ɗin kuma kamar yadda aka saba waɗanda suka wannan program ɗin coalition ne na different cooperative society. Za mu gayyaci ɗaya daga cikin chairman na cooperative societies ɗin ya wakilci cooperative societies da suka gayyaci wannan program ɗin ya gabatar da jawabin maraba ga baki, jawabin buɗewa. Wanda zai gabatar ɗin shine Dr. Usman Ali, shine kuma chairman na Demal Cooperative Society. Da cooperative ɗin akwai TANZEEM akwai kuma NIIBRASS. Dr. Bismillah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Muna masu jaddada godiya ga Allah subhanahu wata'ala wanda ya kaddari rayuwarmu zuwa wannan lokaci kuma ya bamu daman haɗuwa a wannan wuri mai albarka, wadda ɗaya ne daga cikin taruka wanda wayannan ƙungiyoyi suka saba shiryawa. Kamar yadda mai gabatarwa ya faɗa, haɗaka ce ta ƙungiyoyin cooperative, ƙungiyar haɗin kai guda. Ɗaya daga cikinsu shine Demal Multipurpose Cooperative, wanda ita ƙungiya ne da aka kafa ta saboda tunanin yadda za a haɓaka bincike da aiki na a wannan jiha da wannan yanki da ma ƙasa baki ɗaya. An kafa ta a shekara ta 2019 kafin dalilin da ya sa kuma aka kafa, wasu 'yan uwa ne suka taru suka yi duba da irin yawancin ƙorafi da ake yi, kasancewa arewacin Najeriya kasance ɓangare ne da Allah ya albarkace shi da ƙasa ta noma. Amma ko yau da safe ina ganin wani bidiyo analysis ya nuna cewa only 25% na arable land da ake da shi a arewa ake nomawa. Kashi 20 zuwa 25 shine wanda muke yi. To bayan wannan mu muna da fahimtar cewa nomawan ma da ake yi ba a noma don a samu riba mafi ƙoluwa. Yawanci za ka samu lissafin na yield per hectare, wato mutum ya noma hectare ɗaya amfanin da yake samu, wanda ake samu a wannan ɓangare yana ɗaya daga cikin wanda suke ƙasa sosai. Wataƙila ana iya cewa wanda ya noma masara average yield ɗinsa baya wuce buhu 15 zuwa 20. wanda kuma mun karanta muna da labari da a wasu wurare ana noma buhu 100 a hekta ɗaya. Kaga bambancin yana da yawa, kuma a haka manomanmu suna ƙoƙari, a haka ma suna ɗan samun abin da suke samu. So muna tunanin in ana samo dabarbaru, sabbin dabarbaru na yadda wa'ancan suke, su ma mu aron su mu zo mu gwada, za a iya samun ci gaba ta harkar noma. Sannan dalili na biyu da ya sa ƙungiyar, duk da ƙalubalen da aka ta samu bata yi ƙasa a gwiwa ba, shine irin abubuwa da ake samu wanda ake kira distractive. Yanzu abubuwa da yawa suna fitowa wanda suke ɗauke hankalin mutane daga abu da yake wanda shine na ƙwarai. Na daga cikin ake fama da shi a wannan zamani shine harka ta cryptocurrency, wanda wannan wasu suna ta kiraye-kiraye suna ga cewa zai iya mai da mutane su zama sakalallu ta hanyar za su samu kuɗi ba tare da sun sha wahala ba. To mu muna da tunanin cewa dole a wani abu a haɓako noma ta zama ita ma tana da amfani. In bai haye na cryptocurrency ba to kada ya gaza shi. Da haka ne zai sa hankalin matasanmu su dawo ɓangaren noma. Akwai ƙungiya ta biyu, NIIBRASS Entrepreneurial Cooperative Society. Ita ma ƙungiyar haɗin gwiwa ne da aka yi ta kuma don taimakeke samar da masu kafa kasuwanci, wato so tana da membobi, tana ba da jari, tana ba da training na yadda za a haɓaka businesses da makamantansu. Ƙungiya shi da TANZEEM multipurpose cooperative, wanda ƙungiya ce ta da taimakon juna kamar sauran cooperative. Bambancinta da sauran shine an lura cewa cooperative da muke da su suna cikin ko ma'aikatu na gwamnati, wanda ana iya cire kuɗin da ake kira na contribution daga source. Sai wasu suka ga cewa ai akwai ɗin ko ba sa cikin wannan ma'aikata ɗin, wanda su ma ya kamata su mori irin wannan taimakon juna da ƙungiyar haɗakar haɗin kai take samarwa. So na dalilin yasa aka kafa a TANZEEM, wanda ita ba sai kai ma'aikaci ba ne ko ɗan kasuwa ko ma'aikaci ko ma wani iri ne kai, an yi ta ne saboda ta zama ba ta da wani, bata jingina da wata ma'aikata ko wani kategori na mutane ba. Sannan tana taimakawa mutane da hanyoyin ba da bashi wanda musulunci ya yarda da su. So wannan shine a takaice. So irin wannan tarurruka ina ga wannan shine kaso na 4 da Demal da NIIBRASS ko da Zakka Wakaf suke shiryawa. Muna da tsari na farkon kowace damuna, muna taro mutane da suke da tunanin yin noma, a kira masana su zo su yi bayani akan yadda ake hasashen damunan za ta zo, dabarun da ya kamata a bi don a haɓaka noman da za a yi a wannan lokaci. To bana Allah cikin ikonsa sai muka samu gayyata ko neman zuwa a yi bayani daga su waɗannan ƙungiya ɗin masu 43, wanda sun zo da wani sanadari ne wanda za su mana bayanin yadda yake aiki, wanda kuma daga dai su ya nuna cewa yana haɓaka amfanin gona sosai. So ba zan yi preempting ɗinsu ba, zan ba su dama su zo su yi bayani mu ji, kuma muna so mutane su buɗe zuciyoyi da kwakwalen saurare su da kyau, na duk abin da ba mu fahimta ba mu tambaye su, saboda dama kamar yadda na faɗa daga farko, hada ga aro dabaru zo mu aiwatar da su a nan yankin namu, saboda mu haɓaka aikin noma don a gudu tare a tsira tare. Wannan shine a takaice. Da fatan abubuwan da zamu ji Allah ya sa mana albarka a ciki, Allah ya sa mu fahimce su daidai, Allah ya sa su ma masu mana bayanin su mana bayani daidai, Allah ya sa kuma daga ƙarshe ya zama natija ne a gare mu da jihar mu da ƙasar mu baki ɗaya. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Alhamdulillah, wannan jawabi daga ɗaya daga cikin chairman na waɗannan cooperative societies ɗin da suka haɗu suka shirya wannan kamar yadda aka saba. Ba tare da ɓata lokaci ba, zan gayyato Malam Aminu Birma wanda shi ne conveyor na wannan program ɗin, shi ya fara gaya mana labarinsa kuma aka ga dacewan cewa a zo a gabatar da wannan program ɗin, ya ɗan mana jawabin kaɗan mu isa su kan baki da za su gabatar mana da program ɗin. Malamin.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Na farko dai kamar yadda chairman ya gabatar da manufofi na zaman namu, musamman coalition na cooperative society, mun yi zama adadi kusan kwaya hudu musamman a wannan damina, wanda muka gabatar da abubuwa na ilmummuka. To wannan zama ɗin cikato ne akan abubuwa da muka amfana ko kuma muka koya akan zama da muka yi a baya. Mun samu labarin wannan product ɗin for free, sai muka ga lallai musamman ƙalubale na wannan shekaran na buƙatan dole ma mu yi noma saboda mu fita daga cikin halin da muke ciki. Muna ganin yadda tsadan abinci yake ta hauhawa. To la'alla wannan product ɗin zai taimaka wurin manomanmu wanda suke members a ƙarƙashin wayannan cooperative societies ɗin su yi amfani da shi domin su samu natija. Fatanmu shi ne lalle in aka gabatar zai generating tambayoyi da kuma wasu abubuwa wanda ake buƙatan bayanai a kai. Muna fatan abun da yake cikin wannan product ɗin, musamman in mutum ya ɗan gagga wannan da aka tuttura, zai ga cewa ai har ma is environmental friendly, mana baya ɓata muhalli, a'a yana ɗan abu ne kaɗan sai ka ga wai hectare wurin 5. To la'alla shi ne masu gabatarwa duk za su gamsar da mu ta yaya wannan zai faru, kuma considering irin yanayin wurinmu, musamman nan Gombe muna noman gero, muna noman dawa, akwai ɓangaren shinkafa, akwai last program da muka yi an faɗi wasu analysis na abubuwan da muke lacking, nutrient da muke lacking, irin NPK da sauransu. Wala Allah duk za a iya raising wannan issue shi kuma sai ya address wayannan damomin namu. Muna fata Allah ya bamu daman fahimtar abin da muka zo mu fahimta, kuma Allah ya bamu sa'a. A nan lalle akwai bayan general members ɗin, akwai kuma wayanda dai muka gayyata wayanda gaskiya da specialist wanda su ma da insha Allah za su taimaka mana a kai duk abin da ya shafi wannan product ɗin. Muna fata Allah ya bamu sa'a.
To, Malamin Allah ya saka da kai. Kusan mun zo gaba ta wanda za mu yi North East na wannan kamfani kuma waɗanda suke ɗauke da wannan product ɗin. Kamfanin kamar yadda aka ji sunansa A4S kuma daga Thailand suke. Shi kuma suke ɗauke da shi ne for 3 plant enhancer wanda za su yi mana cikakken bayani. Don za mu gayyaci Alhaji Muhammad Babayo wanda shine North East Coordinator na waɗannan kamfani, ya marabci su baƙi da suka zo don su gabatar, sannan sai mu gabatar da su gabatar mana da abin da suke ɗauke da shi.
Ni na marabci baƙi da zuwa daga Abuja da Thailand, wanda shi Dr. Hari sai ka je jagorantar tafiyar tasu. Sa'an nan kuma za su yi sai mana nisa a kan wannan abin yadda ake sa duka. Sannan akwai tambayar kuma sai ka yi tambayar ciki. So ina muku maraba sanda zuwa. Sanda zuwa, Dr. So ku kuma sauran jama'a mai hakuri mu saurara. In mutum yana so ya ajiye tambayarsa, idan aka tambaya ya tambaya sosai. Ka don ga jan yanzu za su dauka program su zama a biyar daidai. Saboda kowa ya gane.
To insha Allah yanzu za mu gayyaci shi wanda zai gabatar mana da jawabi a kayan wannan product ɗin da kuma kamfanin nasu, zai jawabi a kayan shi kansa kamfani ɗin, sannan kuma ya mana bayani akan team, zai introducing team ɗinsa, sannan ya mana bayani akan kamfanin da kuma product ɗin da suke ɗauke da shi. Saboda waɗannan bidiyon dakta da ake sakewa, shi dakta zai. Wasu sun kira ni har ma daga Abuja suna tambaya how scientifically is true wannan can happen. Tuna ga wannan tambayar shi ne zai amsa mana irin wannan cewa ya zai wannan zai iya kasancewa. Wani ma yake ce min abun kamar magic, ya abun nan yake haka. A nan ne ma na sanar da su cewa da muka ga abin don tun san cewa muna kokarin mu shirya wannan taron. Su ma sai suka fara irinsu da mutane da yawa suka fara ganin to ya kamata ya zama cewa a yi shi live don waɗanda suke waje su ma suna son su ji ƙarin bayani a kan irin yadda aka tattala product ya ɗaure wa mutane. Suna ga insha Allah yanzu za mu gayyaci shi da Dr. Horin John wanda shi ne top number a wannan kamfani, kuma shi ne northern coordinator na su wannan program na ita kamfani din da kuma program da suke dauke da shi. Doctor, you are welcome.
All right. Thank you so much. Zan koma Hausa fa tun da na combating ko? That's very good. Before I start, the name of the company is A for S. A for you can say A for S. A for S means answer for success, and we say answer for success. Now, when I said A for S, you said what? Answer for success. But today we do one of the products of answer, which is the what? Now we have a slogan in this company, a very slogan, very entertaining slogan that all of you, I know you may to hear it. So if I say you say answer for success, if I say answer for success, keep on planting, don't stop. Do you get it? 4-3 answer for success. 4-3 answer for success. Answer for success. Keep on planting. Don't stop planting. Do you get it? Yeah. So I feel we cannot make mistake again. So let's take 4-3 answer for success. Answer for success. Keep on planting. Don't stop planting. Because who says you have the gift. All right. Okay. Answer for success. Answer for success. Keep on planting. Don't stop. Give me one t-shirt. It's called t-shirts. That's it. Every good student must have a gift. If you pass exam, you need something. So now the second question is this. Before we go into it. Now, please before I start the presentation, I will introduce my guests, my colleagues that are in this business. First and foremost, I want to thank the existing protocol. You are wonderful people. I'm so excited to be in Gombe. It's going to be a very wonderful place. Today, I'm going to marry and live in Gombe. Because the last time I came to Gombe, the whole was bad. And when I checked, the whole place I thought to be it's like London in Nigeria. So I celebrate Gombe. I celebrate the Gombe people. I know today you give me one. Any name that Gombe people are using, let me use it as my nickname. My name. Huh? Joy. So the Joy Savannah, Dr. Hori, John. And number two, I have my colleagues. I have the Here you have is Hajia Hawa Umar, the first dealer and lead in Abuja. That's our she's my personal secretary. And the coordinator here, the whole of Gombe State, including part of the northern and Cameroon, celebrate and welcome brother, President Mohammed Babayo. Can you refuse to clap hands for? And I know very, very soon, I don't want to say it, but you are going to present this stage, inshallah, by the grace of God. You know, any person that brings good thing to his city is a the test for you. Am I right? And when you are hungry for your people, what do? You give them to eat. I pray that God will give your strength and open more doors for you. Can all of you say amen? Now, without wasting more time, I'm not going to waste your time in this presentation because I know all of you know why you are here. If you know why you are here, can I see a hand up? But I want to find out, if you don't know why you are here, can I see a hand up? You don't know why you are here. You don't know why you are here. Good. So can yes, that's why I don't invite the program. Either because they hear that they are going to food there, they are going to share food there. It's not true. That's why if you go to Benue, when people somebody dies, everybody will celebrate it because there must be food. Ceremony. No matter what happens, there must be food. Yes or no? Yes. So what is it that people will not like to come, whether they are not some? So already people come there, am I right? They will not get the wedding, but when it is reception, you will see them coming there. Am I right? Thank you, because in life, human needs are insatiable. Are you getting it? We are for one thing and the other. And the country now, there's a lot of nation. Am I right? Even the rich people are crying now. The country is suffering. And the only people that can bring back, it is you people. And that's coming up with a very sound global solution that can change the narrative, change the people, to do something new to them, and help them have a stable living. So I'm going to introduce to you a company that is called A for S. A for S. Alpha for success. I put my son carry over. 4-3. Alpha for success. So I got 30%. Without seeing your time. 4-3. Alpha for success. Who is the founder of a company called A for S? By profession, he was in the shop, and you can be an engineer working in the shop, and you know, so his loneliness make him to have a thinking about himself. You know, when you're alone, when you know what happened, you think very well. More or less, if you know and you have everything, that's the time you have good thinking. But when you're alone, there's no food, you think bad thinking. Everything, you must think good thing. But if you're alone and there's no food, nothing, unless you must think bad thing. Either to steal somebody or to do anything. Am I right? So he had and he has everything. And that is why he had what? A good thinking. On top of something, he said, and I want to tell you about Thailand before. If you heard about Thailand, One of the most important things that Thailand produce, rice. Thailand is the leading exporter and producer of rice. But let me tell you about Thailand. The whole land of Thailand, about 38 to 41% of the whole land is agri. Is what? Agri. To 41% of the whole land is agri. Even to Thailand, people farm even inside their house because they don't have land. In 4, 5, 30-story building, you see people planting rice. Some floors is farm. In Nigeria, we have massive land. We don't utilize them. But look at these people that have a slow mass land. Even inside their house, they can carry bucket, carry sand, and also plant. And they harvest a lot, and they make use of technology. So this man decided to think of the latest technology, which is the 4-tree. And let us see about him. Top management in 3 MLM companies. Who know the meaning of MLM? Multi-level marketing. He's among the top 3 leaders of multi-level marketing. World top 30 distributor in US, MLM, and Morinda. You know Noni? How many people know Noni? Some of you are buying Noni now. You know Noni now? Also Noni, ba? Yes, Noni plant. Yes. What? You have Noni in your house. You know Moringa? You know Zogale? Eh? It is from the seed that they produce Noni. Are you aware of that? Yes. This Noni, they can have an extract. Even it have is medicinal. Zogale is highly medicinal. Though. People don't know. It's highly medicinal. People extract it and make a lot of money out of it. We have Noni, and it's very, very medicinal. So he is number 30 and number 1 distributor in MLM. Number 1 distributor in US. Is it a small man? Is he a small man? He's not a small man. This is just a little biography about the CEO of the company. Because if you don't know whom you are following, you follow a wrong leader. Am I right? If this person is your leader, there's 3 things about him that you look before you follow him. His integrity, you have to check it. His trust, you have to find it out. If he has all those qualities, and is something that is acceptable to people, people will like to follow him. If you have a leader that doesn't have the fear of God, all what you do is to look for trouble and be fighting people, will you like to follow that leader? No. So this is a very wonderful leader that I saw, and my spirit loved the man, and we have worked together for some years, and I felt it's the best person that we are going to work with. And that's why I want to introduce the business for you today. The name of the business, as I said, is 4-tree, and he is the founder. Now, let us look at what 4-tree is. No. The first aspect. Now, 4-tree has other products. You can see, how many products do you see here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I right? You saw them. I'm not going to talk about any of this now. The one I'm going to talk is only this one. Are you with me? Because this is the only one that we have. But very, very soon, very soon, as registration is progressing, we'll be introducing one after the other. Are you with me? Hello, are you with me? You know, when you come to a place, you cannot introduce everything at once. Based on legal procedure, following the legislative authorities to legalize everything, you just step by step. Are you getting it? And those are the things we are doing. This company came into Nigeria not up to 2 months as of today. But the product has been in Nigeria for over 7 years. So is it a new company? Is it a new company? No. But this product, we are bringing it officially in Nigeria, but not up to 2 months. Okay? But as I speak, this product has gone more than all the whole state in Nigeria within this little space of time, including some of the foreign countries like Cameroon, Chad, Niger, Ivory Coast, within these few months that we are here.
So it means that it has global acceptance. Am I right? It has what? Global acceptance. As I'm speaking with you now, a program is taking place in Benin Republic right now on this fertilizer. So that's to say, okay, very good. So, if you know you don't hear English very well, but that guy not getting. Eh? So niwa, kakudo kani Igbo nefa, nita Maiduguri ne. Yawa, kusa masu cin magi? Kusa margi special? Bukuta waje margi special ba? To sai browsing ni ne kenan. So, then you can add the Hausa kadang so that other people can understand very, very well. So, let me continue, please. I will break it down when I come to the practical demonstration. So now, this technology that I'm about to share with you is the first in the whole world. Now, I'm going to speak about these products. But before I speak about the product, open to the next page. No. Good. Before I speak about this product, I'm going to say something here, and I want you to listen very, very well. After this teaching, you will become a professor of poetry, because I'm going to summarize, and I know you are good students. All of you are first-class students. I know from my heart, and you are ready to learn. Am I right? Then after the class, we are going to divide the section into 2, or possibly 3. People who want to learn how to do the work in the farm, like field workers, we are going to train them separately. We don't want to come to a town, we just talk to you and leave. No! We will teach you until you understand the business very, very well, so that you don't mislead people in the business. Are you with me? Because we value your 1 naira if you are buying anything. Is that okay? Then number 2, we are going to have present who will sponsor them. So we can still work with you. Are you with me? Are you with me? So now come house sama bakujiba. Come to tima kwa ansawa. When you kuna chiki. Kuna chiki tuka ko? So zama hada da dukan kenan. Now if you look at this 4-tree, when I say na jina osama. So now this 4-tree, you can see global 4-tree. It is not a fertilizer. Hello, it's not what? A fertilizer. It's called efficiency enhancer. Who say it? Efficiency enhancer. Efficiency enhancer simply means it is efficient to boost the growth, enhancing the growth of a plant. It means that everything that the plant needs, it has it in a sufficient quantity. Are you with me? Hello? That's what I say, efficiency enhancer. The chemical composition, the nutrients, everything that the plant needs, it is embedded inside here, so that the plant does not lack anything. Is that okay? So it means that it has balanced diet. All of you say balanced diet. So this is a balanced diet for a plant. Is that okay? Now, when you eat balanced diet, what happens to you? You grow well. Will you be sick? You'll be healthy. Are you with me? Will you be stunted? Will you grow taller? You'll be raising, healthy and energetic. Good. Now there's another language that is attached to it, which is what? Ionic formula. That's where the trouble starts. They say it is efficiency enhancer with ionic formula. Now, ionic is a chemical term, but I'm going to explain it in a very simpler form so that everybody can understand. Immediately after my class, nobody here cannot present this thing. Even to somebody who have never entered class, you present this to the person who understand. Now, Ionic is a medical term. It's an agronomic term. It is not a term that is used to express nanotechnology. To express what? Nanotechnology. Now, let me bring you up to the process of you understanding what ionic. Ionic is the mode of action where this particular enhancer uses to feed the plant. A speedy process, a simplest process that can move like the speed of light. That's what we call it ionic, like the speed of what? Light. It's just like now, if you on your light in a room, in less than 1 minute or 1 second, there will be light everywhere. Am I right? That is the process that this thing works. So it works on photocatalysis reaction. It works on what? Photocatalysis reaction. Can you say it? Now, photocatalysis reaction is a process where plants make use of sunlight. When plant what? When plants make use of sunlight. And now in our little science, we have what is called photosynthesis. Photo is light. Are you getting it now? Synthesis means production of food. So photosynthesis is a process where plants make use of sunlight to produce its food. Are you with me? So photosynthesis is what? The process where plants make use of sunlight to produce its food. So photocatalysis reaction is a medium, is a pigment, is a catalysis process where the sun is being attracted by the plant to help in the production of its food. Is that okay? Is that okay? So, idan ba ku gane ba, za ku sa shi haka. Plant yana son rana. Da ranan yana amfani da ta ya yi menene ya dafa tuwonta. Ko yakuwa ne, ko karkashi ne, ko kubewa ne, ko me zai use the light to prepare his own food. So all the balanced diet that the plant needs, it makes use of only sunlight. So now I want to give you a new name in Gombe. We call it solar fertilizer. We call it what? Solar fertilizer. Why do we call it solar fertilizer? Because it makes use of sunlight. But can I go further? Now, for what to say solar fertilizer is simple. It only makes use of sunlight to produce its own food so that the plant can eat very, very well. Now, let me see who can tell me what is solar now. From the plant. It means that the solar is tukunya, is what? Rua, is what? Very good. So it is a source of the energy to produce. Please give me one t-shirt. That answer is very good. It's a source of energy. You understand? They mean something happened in Warri. Yes. Give him. And I'm going to see putting it in his body. Because I'm going to your farm to see what they are going to do. So can we go further? Now, listen to what this fertilizer is going to do, or this enhancer is going to do. Now, I'm going to go to something that I'm going to explain very, very shortly. This particular production of foods that is going to be done, it contains macro and micronutrients. All of you say macro and micro. Now, the macronutrients that is being produced by the plant here are natural. And a good example of them is NPK that you know. Is what? NPK. The NPKs, the one you see in the market, are chemically formulated. Are what? Chemically formulated. But this one is what? Naturally formulated. Do you understand the two? Chemically formulated and naturally formulated, are they the same thing? No. Why? Because these make use of sunlight to produce. And the micro elements, potassium, nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium, who can give me another one? Let me see. Well, potassium, I call potassium. Zinc, No, you don't got another one. No. I getting it now. Sulfur, correct, is also very, very important. They are all macronutrients. Now, the micronutrients, micro. Now, let me explain the macro. The macronutrients are what the plant need them in larger quantity. In what? Larger quantity. So the macronutrient is what they need in a larger quantity, while the micronutrient is what the plant needs in a smaller quantity, although they are also natural. Who can mention one micronutrient for me? Eh? Okay, let me help you. Number one, melatonin. Lead. I want you to talk about this. Very good. Now, I'm going to give one question. If somebody answers that question, I'm going to give him the biggest gift in this place. I may give him a car without tire. It's a big gift. Somebody will go and look for tire and give him. But I promise you, I'm going to give him a big gift. What is the most important element or nutrient that the plant needs to grow? Give you one t-shirt. You have allowed me to tell you the gift I'm going to tell you now. You are too fast. Give me one t-shirt. Now, okay, wait. If you answer the question, I'm going to give another one. Why is nitrogen the most important? My brother said it's a source of amino acid. Amino acid is a chemical composition separate from nitrogen. Are you getting it? It's separate. So we want to see how you can defend it. That's what we're browsing. That's why. When is after some browsing? How did you come across nitrogen fixation? How many have come across nitrogen fixation? Who know what is called azobata? Very good. That's nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixing bacteria, that's azobata. Are you getting it? Yes, Nakrobata. Now you are telling me I want to go higher in this. You understand? I want to go higher on this. Because in nitrogen fixation, that is the only element that protects the plant from having diseases attacked by them. It also boosts the amount of starch and chlorophyll in the plant. It also helps in toxic, toxicity, stress and strength. How many people do physics? Who know the principle of your modulus? Yes? Elasticity. I said, what is the principle of your modulus? Yes. Stress all over spread. No, stress all over spread. I am getting it. So the capacity of the plant to withstand humidity, pressure, heat, I am getting the diseases. You understand? That nitrogen actually assists the plant. Is that okay? Are you with me? So that's a very wonderful one. Now let us go here so that all of you can understand fastly. Now, to take this very, very well, I'll just give you a little thing about this. Another important thing that I'm going to say, after reading through this, I'm going to add some certain qualities to this thing so that you can differentiate between this one. Because I know some people will tell me, we have an MPK 2020, 16, 15, all those ones. I will tell the difference between that and this one. Is that okay? But the good news. I know I'll be very fast. Yes, no problem. Now, in the next 1 minute, I'm going to rush this fast, and you understand it. Now, one of the most important things about this enhancer is unconcussious. It's non-toxic. It's natural. You can also drink it. No side effects, no marks, nothing. I've not started explaining about this, but let us say what this. Number one, if you get this enhancer, one, can you imagine? Do you see how it is? If I tell you that this is equivalent to 20 bags of fertilizer in the market, will you believe it? You will not. Good. If I tell you that this one carton pack is equivalent to 200 bags of fertilizer in the market, will you believe it? Huh? Okay, very good. And that is the reason why those who do not, we would not invite them. They came to know. Is that okay? So that they will understand. Can you jam your hand for him? Now, taking it back to that, one of the most important things that it reduces your expenses. It reduces what? Your expenses. Because if this one sachet is equivalent to 20 bags of fertilizer, and you are carrying this alone, and you put inside your pocket, will somebody not carry 20 bags of fertilizer? No. It will reduce your expenses. Number two, it increases your crop yield. If you use this, it's enhancer, it boosts the growth, boosts the yielding capacity, and also enhances the prevention of you using insecticides in your farm. What does it do? It increases your what? Your income. It doesn't increase, it increases your income. Are you getting it? Then number four, it is naturally organic. Naturally organic. No chemical is added on this. 100% organic. That is why I can drink it. You understand? Eh? Am I a plant that I can drink it? The reason why, if I drink this, I drink my money. That's what the only thing. Eh? I will drink my money. But the fact is that I want to prove to you, you don't need to use nose masks. You don't need to use anything when applying it. Is it not wonderful? It's safe. Number two, it boosts plant immunity, formulated for all types of plants. Please clap for the company. Now, even though, now, I want to go practical. Now, listen to me. Every plant, I'm going to explain how this thing works. Because I'm about to finish. In the next 5 minutes, I'll finish. 5 minutes, I'll be through. And I'll explain how this thing works. 5 minutes, I'll finish. But before we finish it, let's go to the next slide. So that you'll see something quickly, sir. Now, look at what this 4-tree is made up of. That's the benefit and the chemical property that is inside this particular enhancer. Number one, enable plant to absorb nutrients from the soil. It enables what? Plant to absorb all the nutrients inside the soil. Two, enable to absorb all part of plant in less than 1 minute. In less than what? 1 minute. Three, accelerate the process of what? Photosynthesis. Immediately when the drop touch the leaf, as the sun, in less than 1 minute, in less than 1 minute, you will see the production of plants instantly. Three, restore maximum fruitness to all plants. Take for example, if you see a tree that you plant in your house is not producing fruit, spread this thing on top, it will start to produce fruit. Yes. Yes. Now, if you know some of you have trees in your house and they are not producing fruit, so mark my word. Go and buy big chain, yeah? So that when you spread and it don't come out with fruit, chain me in this town until it come out fruit before I will leave. Is that okay? All right. Cut down usage of chemical fertilizer from 20 to 50%. Now, some of you, listen to me there. Some of you have fertilizer already. You know, this is a foliar application. It's what? Foliar application. It's not meant for the soil. So, you can cut down the use of your fertilizer. Because you have already bought fertilizer, don't throw your fertilizer. You can boost your soil. But that does not mean that it is going to affect the growth of the plant. This does the magic for the plant. Is that okay? Hello, are you with me? So, if you are using... Thank you very much. Yes, this is enhancer. Now, if you apply your fertilizer, because the soil texture can be weak, and one of the major things that the enhancer does is that it is when the plant grows that you start applying. Do you get that? All right? So, if your soil is bad, in as much as the plant can grow up a little, and you apply the fertilizer, it will restore what the fertilizer cannot do. Do you get it? You understand? That's what we are saying. Then 3, boost the immunity to fight diseases. Wow. Once you apply this, it will prevent the plant from having disease. That's what we talk about efficiency enhancer. Because when you have optimum growth, what actually happens? It will grow to the full capacity. And growing to the full capacity simply means that it will not allow the plant to have any disease to attack it, including fungi, parasites, and the rest of them. Isn't it wonderful? You know, when you boost the immunity of something, even though it is human, he'll be free from diseases. Am I right? Good. Now, reserve and optimize nutrients for bearing flower and fruit. That is one of the most important things. Seriously, immediately when your plant started growing flower, apply it on it. It will increase the yielding capacity. If it's supposed to produce 1, it will become 2 or 3. All of you are going to practicalize it. We are going to show you something. Therefore, help to prevent chances of fruit from falling down. Now, look at it. Please listen to this. This is very, very important. If you look at some certain trees, after some time they'll start to wither. They do what is, because of diseases, the leaf will start falling. But here, it is difficult for the leaf to fall. You are not understanding what I'm saying. Do you know what makes leaf to fall? Do you know what makes leaf to fall? Okay, sorry. Okay, you have to put it here. Now, what makes leaf to fall is because 1, they lack the strength to stay on top of the trees. 2, they don't have immunity. 3, they have lost water. Are you getting it now? So when they are dehydrated, definitely they will fall. This particular enhancer retains water in the leaf, including the stem. So it is difficult for the leaf to fall on the ground. Isn't it a wonderful thing? Then 5 is strengthening the plant structure. Wow! Now, when we strengthen the plant structure, if you have a maize, you see some of it frankly displayed. But if you use this thing, all of them will fool, the tip will fool completely. You will not see a gap on, like your maize. You will not see gap on them. They will fool completely. Anytime you want to pluck your maize, and you discover that there's spreadly growth on them, some seeds are evenly distributed. When you use here, all will be full. Do you like that? Lastly, reduce the use of chemical. Okay, they put this on twice. All right, thank you so much. The usage of chemical fertilizer. And this, let me explain something here. Do you know that we cannot export our crops outside, export them? Why? Because the use of chemicals. But not this one, you can export your crops outside the country. Give a clap to this company. And the most important reason why I'm in this company is this. You will start eating natural food, just like your forefathers are eating food. All the food you see in the market are genetically modified, chemically processed. But once you're on this fertilizer, what actually happens? You'll be eating natural food that can build up your immunity and will be free from diseases. And that is the major important gospel that makes me to speak about it. So now let's go to the next one. This is the last slide that I speak on. And now, everybody wants to know what is inside here. Hello, what is what? Inside here. All this magic that we are saying, this is what is inside. The chemical active ingredient. Number 1, it has amino acid, where my brother is talking about. Now, if you look at amino acid, what did amino acid does? Help in building healthy tissue. You understand? Regulate proper functioning of what? Plant hormones and increase the rate of what? Fertilization. Wow. Very, very key. But one of the major components into amino acid is what? The nitrogen that you see. The phosphorus you see. The boron, the potassium, the sodium, the zinc. All of them are inside. Are you getting it? That actually help the enhancement, the growth, the performance. Now they say rate of fertilization. It means that it increases. If in that manner I forget that is somebody young go twins go the phosphorus. Increase the rate of fertilization. Not that it's going to fertilize. Fertilization is there, but increase the rate, multiply. That's what we're talking about. 2, we have fertilic acid. Now, Phenolic acid actually strengthens plant cell so that it can function very, very well. If you look at your plant, even when rain fall, they will not fall on the ground because it will give them the strength to withstand every tensile strength. Isn't that a good one? Back with Tafi, one like the young Kahanu Buga. Eh? Not a curfew? Don't I shall fertilize? So now, Kusa, this is the secret of the company. All of you say X factor extract. X factor extract, that is the secret of our company. The X factor formula is formulated specifically for what? A for X. Every company has its secret. So the secret of the company is what? The X factor. And what the X factor does is strengthen, it enhances plant to grow quickly, and increase what? The quality of the crop yield. Company like this. This is one of the most important things that I'm so happy about. Okay, no snap. Now, have you been recording? Have you snapped this? Okay, good. Then, number 4, citric acid. Wow. All of us say citric acid. So, I want some kuskure. Ili make ayo amegira. One in the ili media. This topographic error. It's called citric acid. Is that okay? Now, citric acid, now look at it, reduces what? Insect interference and plant infection. Wow. Isn't that good? That's why we don't use pesticides. The acid that is found inside lemusami. Do you know that lemusami, you know what it does? If you are eating fish, they normally cut lemon. The reason is that it's the presence of citric acid. Now let me go one step higher because I like the people. You know, in the law of electrochemical series, we have metals that are higher, displacement that are lower because of their ionic charges that is found outside their nucleus. Are you getting it? So they have the tendency to neutralize, to keep it. That is why even in the intestine, we have what is called the pancreas. The pancreas secretes hydrochloric acid. You understand? To kill bacteria. So the same thing, this plant contains citric acid that actually prevents, kill, and also what? Fight any disease that can affect the plant. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? It is great. Then lastly, we have what is called the humic acid. The humic acid is a recondition to restructure the soil because now that is one of the most important things that all of you are supposed to know. Even though it is foliar application, but immediately when this thing works, it works both up and down. So once you apply, the chemical now will flow up. After manufacturing, it will go down and actually assist the soil so that the roots can be fully rooted and it will get all the nutrients that the plant needs inside the soil to also help in building the plant. Clap for the company. And lastly, guys, is there any other one again? That's all. Okay, now you can see, just be showing them what this thing does. You can see the use of it. Just be flashing. Good for rice, for this, for maize, for rice. You can see how vegetative, how greenish that, all that thing look like. Okay, now I want us to put a stop because I'm through. Now, the practical aspect of it is this. In the next 2 minutes, I'm done on the practical use of this. 2 minutes. How do you use this? We don't need this one again. We are going to go on practical. So you can switch off this one. Good. Now I want you to listen to this. This is the most important aspect of the teaching. And if you understand this, I know holistically you are putting everything 100%. Is that okay? A pack contains 10 inside. Contains what? 10 inside. You can see them inside. But inside the pack, we have 2 things. We have this spoon. Do you see the spoon? Do you see the spoon? Let me remove one. Dollar. Very good. Can you hold like this for me so that I can? Now I want you to listen. Just off this song. I'm through with the slides. I want you to listen to this. Now look at this spoon. If I give you this spoon for you to eat rice or kunu, how many spoons can you use to feed yourself? Very good. It will be difficult for you to even feed yourself. But this is the spoon that we use in the measurements. Look at this spoon. It is 10 inside because we have 10 sachets inside. So each sachet goes with one of this. Are you with me? Now this is how you do. Before you plant, you must have your seedlings with you. Okay? Either maize, rice, groundnut, or anything. So the first thing you do is to take 1 spoon from here. But let me tell you, inside this one has 40 of this spoon inside here. How many? 40 is inside here. This spoon is 40 inside here. Now, one of this spoon, you can put it into 20 liters of water. How many? 20 liters of water. 20 liters of water. Now, you know this thing you normally put, what is it called? The knapsack. The knapsack have different sizes. We have 16, we have 18, but now you can use 20. Even though you use 18, no problem. Is that okay? So let's take example, you use a bucket of water. You know that bucket of water is 20 liters. Now, carry that plastic bottle. Now, the first time you want to plant, just carry your bucket and take, even though it's half of it, take 1 spoon like this and put inside the water. Sometimes I tell people to use only 1 liter. Muscle machine, consuming 1 liter kona engine oil. Just carry like this and put inside. Then you shake it. You know, in 1 minute, it's done. 1 minute, it has covered everywhere. 1 minute. Then you can carry the water, sprinkle on top of your seed, or you wobble it a little. Okay? Then you go to plants. Are you getting it? You can shuffle it. If it is yam, you carry the water, sprinkle on top of the yam. If it is a cassava on the stem, you sprinkle water on top of it. That's the first thing. Now, when you plant, don't keep this seed till tomorrow. After, as you soak it, just remove it and start planting it. Are you getting it? You can do everything in your farm side. Just carry 1 liter of water. That's okay for you. And you go to the farm. Now, when you go to the farm, you plant your seed. You don't need any other water again. Apart from that, your 1 liter or with a small bucket of water so that you can put your seeds. Please remove them and plant. Do you know what it helps? 1 liter of water. Only 1 spoon of this. In 1 liter. Finish. Even though you put 20 liters, it depends on the seeds. The quantity of seed you are going to use. Even though you want to use 10 hectares of land, that's half of 20 liters of water can do. Even 1 liter of water can. It's just for you to sprinkle on top, just to touch. It does not mean that you must soak it inside water, just to touch. Remember, that's what we call it ironing. It is taught in 1 minute to start to work. So by the time you plant your seed, it will prevent the seed from having contact with insects, termites, and all those things. Are you getting it now? It's just like a protection, a shield for the seeds. Are you getting it? Now, this is not the application. This is not the application. This one sachet can go for 4 drums of water. Because if one of this is 20, then this can go for what? 800 liters. Because a drum has 200 liters. 4 drums. Am I right? Now, see the mystery. If it is low crop, this thing can be used for both high crops and low crops. Now, if it is low crop, like beans, granules, carrots, you use half of it, half of this food. So it goes for 1,600 liters. For low crops. But for high crops, you go for what? 800 liters. No problem. Now, listen to this. Please listen to this. This is the most excitable thing that I'm going to say. I want you to get that point very clear. Now, immediately when you plant your seeds, you can only spray from the hour of morning between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. Morning hour. Don't apply it in the evening. It only makes use of sunlight. And the sunlight that you want is vitamin D. Vitamin D, you get it what? Early hour of morning. Now, if you see that the rain is about to fall, don't go and spray. But if you spray, 5 minutes, rain fall, nothing will happen with the plant. After 5 minutes, no matter the rain, it cannot wash it. So, what you will do, just watch the rain before you apply. Okay? But after the rain, you can apply if it's in the morning. Do you get that? So do you understand that point? That's the most important point that we want. Don't apply in the evening. Apply it early hour of morning, between the hour of 6 and 9. Because once the sun opens, it will absorb the vitamin D. That is the only thing that the plant needs. And the food production, everything will begin to do. Then 2 weeks after, you carry 2 spoons now. Do you know why you are going to use 2 spoons? Because it has grown up. Okay? The first application is 1 spoon. After the first application, the second application, 2 spoons. The third application, 2 spoons. If you like, do 3 myself. Because 1 sachet, from the planting to harvesting, 1 sachet can do for the whole 1 hectare of land. From planting to harvesting, this can do for 1 hectare of land. Is it not the magic thing? But if you want to spray alone, you can go for 5 hectares of land. Only once. Highly economical. Is it economical? Highly economical. Now, see the second magic. This is the second magic that all of you will like. If you apply, carry the fertilizer, clip it, and put it inside your set and keep. So that after 2 weeks, you still carry and spray. If your land is 1 hectare, 1 sachet is enough for you. If your land is 2 hectares, 2 sachets is enough for you. Do you understand this calculation? So if you have 10 hectares, how many sachets do you use? Just 1 pack is okay for you. From planting to harvesting. But if you are using low crops, if you are using low crop, 1 spoon can go for what? 2 hectares of land. Good. Because you are using, if it is 1 gram, it's going to 1 spoon there, 1 spoon. 1 spoon, 1 spoon can go for 40 liters. 40 liters. So if it is half of it, you go to how many? 20 hectares of land. 20, because it's going to give you 1,600. Half of it. So you look at the kind of crop, but see the one that shocked me. How many people know mushroom? Mushroom, the application is 24 hours. It will give you result. If you apply it today in mushroom, after 24 hours, it will grow up to complete as if you can harvest. Are you getting it? It's so wonderful. The action is fast. Those people that are farming rice, you know we have 2 classes of rice. That's why after this teaching, very good. After this teaching, I'm going to have people that are going to train them how to use this fertilizer for rice, for beans, for this, so that they cannot make mistake. Is that okay? Are you with me? So that I don't make any mistake. And I felt I want to put a pause here so that people who have questions can ask questions. Thank you so much, and God bless everybody for that. Okay, asa musu bidiyo na Hausa ne. Arranka da musu bidiyo. studio na Hausa.
Babu, okay, bari in tare. Ya saurara za mu shiga interaction. Thank you so much, Doctor. I believe we have enjoyed the presentation. And I believe he has done justice to the presentation. I don't know, maybe you are to judge whether he has already answered the question I raised or he did not answer the question I raised. I will make my own comment at the end of the presentation concerning those questions, whether it is scientifically proven and is it magic or is reality. It's not magic. So, but we are going to go for interaction where we will entertain comment in the first place. Then later there is questions and answer where you will answer some questions. But before then, shi wanda yake wakilinsu a nan jiha za mu ba shi dama ya ɗan yi tsokaci da Hausa musamman ma saboda waɗanda suka yi ƙorafi akan wasu bari ya yi tsokaci akan abu ɗaya ko biyu kafin mu tafi interaction section.
Salamu alaikum. A bayanin da ya ɗan yi bayani kaɗan ne. Yanda ya faɗi wannan ɗin don ya da turanci ba kwa ji turanci sosai ba. Wannan ɗin ya kan yi abin nan shokali 40 ne. Kuma kowane shokali tun daga farko za a ɗauki shokali a saka a ruwa sai a yayyafa. Shi ne maimakon muna saka maganin ƙwari wani fiya-fiya wani abin da kuka sa amfani kafin mu shuka. To shokali ɗaya sai wannan abin duka. Shi za a sa shokali ɗaya sai a ɗan garba a jiga sai a kwaɓa shi ko da hannu. Yanda zai kama shi zai samu kwaminti 5 haka shi za a shuka wannan kenan. Sannan an zuba kuma in an zo bayan sa wannan ko an zo shuka kuma da'in sa wannan sai an yi noma ko idan ka kawo shuka ka yi daɓe ko ka sha wani maganin ƙwayan ciyawa ka gama ko kuma don shi baya ƙasa da kan ainihin ganyen ne. So idan kuma baka noma baka yi abin nan daɓe ba ya fito sai ka yi noma domin in ka bar ciyawa ya taɓa ciyawa ma zai tashi don ciyawa ma zai ci fi amfani saboda haka shine shi ma abin da dole sai an yi noma saboda dole a ta wannan cikin bayan da kake fahimci kenan. Alhamdulillah.
So yanzu za mu shiga ban sani yana kusa? Okay. To zan so da a ce ko da comment ne za a gabatar zan so da a ce yana kusa saboda ban san question and answer kan shi ne dama zai amsa. But in akwai wanda yake ganin comment din da zai yi bai shafi dole sai yana kusa ba wataƙila sai mu fara entertaining din wannan. In ya so kuma sai in yana kusa za a gabatar sai mu saurara don watakila a cikin comment din akwai abin da zai raise wanda kuma wannan shine gaba ta kusan ƙarshe da za mu taɓa wannan sai mutane su yi raising comment sannan kuma sai mu zo question. Ya je ganawa da media ne watakila da mun sani da mun dakatar da shi. Na'am. Ba questions zai wai comment nake magana ai akwai comment din da watakila su ya gabatar da abin da zai tsokaci to haka za ka fara okay tare da shi a suna nan they can take note of irin comment din da aka so yanzu muna comment waye yake da comment akan presentation comment na sani shi ne yana nan za mu ga sai bayan wannan wakilin PM comment tambaya za mu zo daga ba muna so mu fara comment da farko ga daya a daga hannu daya comment mutum ɗaya ne kawai biyu sewa to shi kenan ba damuwa za mu zo tambaye yanzu za mu so a fara comment ɗin.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Alhamdulillah, sunana Muhammad Sarabiu. Comment da nake so na yi akan dangane da wannan gaskiya a farko dai I'm highly impressed irin da muka fito domin mu karbi irin ire-iren wannan sako din. Dan gaskiyar magana kamar da nake faɗa kwanakin baya in dai na ga irin wannan sako yawanci a kudin da nake gani sukan ba da lokacinsu domin yanzu sun yi impressive din noma sosai. So abin ɗaya da nake so a nan ja hankali mu gaba ki daya akai shine yanzu kaga wannan enhancer ne da aka kawo domin ya ƙara ma plants din mu ya yi boosting din production din mu na amfanin gona. Amma gaskiyar magana mafi girman abu a cikin harkar noma shine aiki da ilimi, shine wanda kuma muka rasa a cikin noman mu. Matakin farko kafin mu fara noma dukkanmu ya kamata a ce mun nemi ilimi akan wannan noman daidai da shuka masara ya kamata mu nemi iliminsa kafin mu fara sa. Saboda haka ko ka yi amfani da wayan abubuwa ma damar ba ka yi amfani da ilimin da ya kamata na shuka ba ko ba haka ba, samar da iri mai kyau na biyu da kuma ba abin da take bukata na abin da ya shafi kulawa ba. A gaskiyar magana ko ka yi applying da wayan abubuwa din za ka samu yin din da kake expected din ba zai kai inda ya kamata ba. Saboda haka gaskiyar magana ita nan center da kuma wayansu santoci ya kamata mu faɗaɗa tunaninmu mu shigo da yadda za mu yi mu taimaka kanmu da kanmu domin gaskiyar magana gwamnatoci sun gaza yau a Najeriya. Ɗaya daga cikin mafi a'ala abu a cikin harkar noma shine extension workers, wanda zan gaya maka a cikin anan na karbi wannan bayani an ce kusan 90% ko kuma 98% na extension workers na wayansu jihohi maka ba su duk sun yi ritaya, wanda kuma ba a ɗibi matasa ba. Kuma extension workers su ne ya kamata su yi mana ire-iren wayannan ababen gaba ɗaya. Saboda haka dole mu samu kanmu irin wannan farfajiya ta yadda za mu yi mu yi training din kanmu akan abin da ya shafi mai noma, mu samar da iliminsa. So yayi magana akan wannan planting center din da take yayi bayanai sosai. Going by abin da yake faruwa gaskiya ne haka zai faru because duniya yanzu akwai abin da kita nanotechnology. Nanotechnology kuma an tashi daga bucket chemistry an koma just irin an koma irin micropipettes, ƙananan abubuwa ne yanzu ake amfani da su domin ci gaba. Saboda haka da ilimin nanotechnology wannan abin in aka ce maka ma fiye da haka zai faru, wallahi abin yadda ne. Ina fata kun fahimta because nanotechnology ya wuce duk inda muke tsammani. Because wani nanotechnology din kawai shi in ma drop in ka fesa shelters irin da ke fitowa haka ne ɗaya in zai taba abu to zaka ga ya canja ma abin tunani, hatta ma mutum zai ya canja shi in dai zaka yi amfani da nanotechnology ne. Saboda haka zamani ne ya kawo, amma we should be careful a yanda muke amfani da ire-iren wayannan abubuwa din. Gwamnatocin mu ya kamata a ce kuma sun yi amfani da ire-iren wayannan abubuwa din domin su yi boosting din noman mu, amma kuma ire-iren mu da muka sani iri namu na gargajiya da kuma da muka san su dole mu samu backup ta yadda za a dinga adana su a ajiye su ta yadda ran da wayannan suka zo suka yi failing will fall back to it. An ba haka ba wallahi ina ji mana tsoro, ina fata kun fahimta. Saboda haka jan hankali daga wanda da yake da kusa da wani shugaba ko yana minister da agri dan Allah su yanda za su yi su samar da ire-iren mu, a samo seed bank wanda za a ajiye iri ne kawai duk wani iri mu da muka san su, kai hatta tsamiya wannan goruba duk in zai a same su a ajiye su a alkinta mana su, because nan da shekara 50-60 ba mu sa abin da zai faru ba ko ba ma nan. Amma yaran mu kar wata rana ta shi kuma ce me abinci ga baki daya in ka je ka shuka shi ba zai yi ba, sai an kawo maka daga wani wajen ran kai shuka, kaga in aka samu gaban shiga bala'i kenan. Saboda haka ya kamata duk inda aka ci gaba suna da seed banks da suke alkinta ababensu na gargajiya domin me idan wani abu ya faru da will fall back to it domin me domin kada su yi biyu babu saboda haka shine abin da zan kara kai Allah ubangiji ya taimake mu assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi
wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wannan tsokaci da ya gabatar tsokaci ne mai tsada. Ina fatan mu da muke a nan mun da muka saurara mun fahimci saƙonni don ya isar da saƙonni daban-daban a cikin takaitaccen lokaci wanda ya kamata mu yi la'akari da su kuma na dukkan waɗanda suka cancanta ko dai cibiyoyi ko gwamnati ko menene muna fatan ita ma sun ji waɗannan tsokaci ɗin kuma za a yi aiki da za mu je ga mai tsokaci na gaba.
Assalamu alaikum. Da farko, we have to thank the organizers of this sensitization session, more especially the NIIBRASS, TANZEEM and the other society. Ala ayi halin gaskiya dama irin wannan session na ilmantarwa yana da matukar muhimmanci kuma a gabar da ake bukatar shi tunda yanzu gashi mun fuskanci damana kuma an yi amfani da channels wanda su ne kamar jam'iyyun gama kai for instance hada kai ko a musulunci mun riga mun sani dole sai an hada kai sannan another thing kuma shine agric kusan mu nan arewacin Najeriya gaskiya babu abu da muke dogara da shi da ya wuce harkokin noma kamar yadda aka faɗa ta gabatarwa kan cewa muna da arabin land ba mai utilizing to gaskiya dole mu dage mu amfani da ɗan damar da Allah ya rore mana don bunƙasa harkokin noma. Irin wayannan emerging technologies da ake magana duk da dai tambaya ce da ne da za ta sai shi mai gabatar da presenter din idan ya zo. Presenter din Allah ya sa ya dawo zan gabatar mishi da wacce tambaya din. Okay. So ba dama bari in gabatar da tambaya kafin da wuce gaba. Kaman kayi magana game da yadda ake amfani da wannan product naku ya zama to yi boosting immunity na particular crop. Ban sani ba it was invented a can a Thailand sannan kuma mu ga mu a nan Nigeria wanda gaskiya akwai challenges na rashin ruwa da su iska da sauransu wani lokaci za a zo a yi amfani da irin wayannan chemicals sai ka ga sun dan taso an samu tsaiko na ruwa da sauransu ba mu san ko da akwai wata faɗakarwa da za a ƙare mana game da ire-iren wayannan ƙalubalen da za mu fuskanta ba tambayar da nake so da yake nan so kada ya cika surutu da yawa Allah ya taimake mu Allah kuma ya bamu ikon amfani da ilimin da aka ilmantar da mu a nan assalam
tutun dama waɗanda suka ce suna lokaci sun sha mai shiga yana a kayan tambayoyi wanda akwai tambaya ta farko da aka gabatar. Mu sani cewa dai shi kanta ba ba kuma masu wannan da in the soil. Ina fata an gane. Kenan ba babu soil din ba, babu nutrient din bane, ba babu fertilizer bane. A dan wannan da kasa zai sa su a yi efficient utilization nasa, kamar yadda muka gani nasu enhancer din zai rage maka amfani da fertilizer 20 to 50% na fertilizer a maimakon kasa. So let's get it right, wanda dama is normal with enhancer idan na fertilizer ne, saboda zai ba da plant din daman efficient utilization na fertilizer din da kasa. So ina fata an fahimci wannan. So ba wani bakon abu ne, akwai fertilizer akwai kuma wanda kuma pesticides ne, so zai taimaka maka, wanda su ma sun nuna cewa nasu ma zai taimaka, but that did not preclude ba za ka saka fertilizer ba, kuma ba za ka samu nutrient a soil din naka ba. That does not preclude ba za a yi amfani da pesticide din ba, amma zai enhance wanda ya saka nasa yadda nasa zai amfani da shi, wanda bai saka ba sai ya zama kaman bai saka ba, wannan kuma shi nasa ya saka, saboda wannan ya enhancing in utilization na wannan shine normal a kayan abin da aka sani in agriculture about the work of enhancers. Ina fata an gane. So wannan na bringing din mu down ne to the actual abin da dai enhancers suke a agriculture. Yanzu za mu je question and answer, wanda shi kuma zai ansa tambayoyin da suka shafi presentations din da yayi. Za mu ba da number. In mun ba da number da farko akwai questions din da ya bayar da aka bayar, za mu ba da number in ya so. Ban sani ba, will you like to get the questions and jot them? Yeah, or you will be taking
Let me take 3 questions
at a time.
Yes.
But so let's give numbers. There is already one question.
Okay, yes, let me take all the questions.
Can you take all the questions?
Oh, yes, let them take all the questions. Let them be saying the questions, I'll take them.
Okay. So let's give numbers. Let me start by from here. 1. One da na bashi number ya rike number sa. 2. I'll get him a 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11.
It's okay.
So 11, 12.
Okay, 12.
Shi kenan 12. So yanzu za mu fara kira one after the other, sai kowa ya ba da ya questions ɗinsa.
Please ask your question fast so that
Ai rubutun ku nake gani, ni ba shine abin da yawa shine.
So ni tambaya na anan shi kamar ni duka gonakin na kan shuka su. So ba tare da kuma na saka wannan ikan sa a dinga.
Assalamu alaikum. Ni tambaya na shi zan sake jaddada maganar da wani ne yayi cewa wannan abun an yi shi a Thailand ne. Duk da dai na ji labarin ya ɗan yi shekaru a nan. A ba mu instances na yaushe aka yi, shekarun da ya yi, inda aka yi shi, da kuma ribar da aka samu.
Assalamu alaikum. Wato, belief ɗin mutane ga yawanci iri na kafin na zo nan shi ne duk abin da aka ce take ruwa. Kawai za mu ɗauka wani kamar jamhuru. Saboda ko yanzu na yi bona na ce gashi sai ya ce gaskiya shi ya fi disappointing ne wani ni ma haka. Amma when you are presenting, making your presentations, nan ne sai kalmar enhancement ta zo min. Kuma malam ya sake cewa fa to enhance something ba ya nuna cewa kuka ɗan ƙara masa kwalliya ne. Wato ka cito ka ƙoshi amma ka ɗan sha ɗan lemo sai ɗan yi boosting ɗin abin ɗinka. To gaskiya wannan already mutane suna da wannan tunanin cewa takin ruwa kawai ba taki ba ne. What measures will you take? I clarify one misconception so that this product can be accepted.
The first question now one she have again they apply the fertilizer in. Yes, I'm not applying fertilizer. In certain no. The siraba ba masala. In ya sati biyu ka fiyasa masa. Domin shi yana bai amfani da yashi. Yana amfani da ganyen ko. You understand? Yes. So zan kara asa question a wani hanya kuma. Wataƙila wani zai tambaya.
Kada ya manta, ina jin you already highlighted somewhere cewa matukar za a yi shi na a tabbatar da gonar ta ka yi noma ko ka sa herbicide.
Yes.
So
say that is what I want to even explain. Yeah. Very good. Those practices before you apply. But the major important question about it is that you have it will not change anything. The only difference is that the protection at the beginning, you just miss that part. But it will still boost the immunity of that particular plant and it will give quality product by the grace of God. Thank you. Then this person question. You want to know I will get in the weather. Why is it that this thing is being used in Thailand and we are making it here? Our friend, this should be a question. As our friend, this should be a question. Yeah? Yes. All right. But I will put it this way. Okay. I'll put it this way so that the question will be very, very clear. Practically speaking, in Maiduguri Biu, they have used it. In Taraba, they have used it. In Ebonyi, they have used it. In Abuja, they have used it. In Kaduna, they have used it. In Kano, they have used it. In fact, NADA, how many people know about NADA? Good. As of yesterday, we had a very wonderful response from them. Federal Ministry of Agriculture, they have given a wonderful response within the shortest possible time. We don't want to give our own testimony. We want you people to give your own testimony. Are you with me? Because that's the only practical thing that you can experience. But for us, we are 100% sure that this thing has not failed all people that have used the enhancer. Because what it does, it works on the leaves. That's what we call it foliar application. Foliar application is on the leaf. And once you apply it, definitely that enhancement, that growth, that yielding production, you will experience it. Then the last question was, what was that, man? Yes, you know, we have the liquid fertilizer. And yes, we have different kind of fertilizer. This is ionic, it's powdery form. Those ones are liquids. Are you getting it? That is the ionic, that's why we talk about the X factor. It is the secret of the company. But the mechanism of action is so wonderful. It's just like somebody now carrying his phone. This is 5G technology. If you look at your phone, we started from 2G, 3G, up to 5G. Are you not surprised that if you call somebody in US now, you can see the person physically. It's the same technology this ionic fertilizer is using. And that's what makes it different from all the other fertilizers. Good. So the next 3 questions. 4.
Muka samu magunguna da yawa da abubuwan da suke taimakawa wajen noma, amma yawanci aka kirkiri na zamani. Yes, irin abubuwa da ake samu na zamani sai ka samu wasu magunguna suka shafi iri next generation seed. Ba mu sani ba ko kamar yadda muke da GMO suka taba seed din ya zama da baki bane ba za su saka amfani da seed ba. Ban san wannan maganin kuma ya yake yi da seed din ba.
Very good.
Sannan wata matsala da muke da mu manoma. Wata matsala da muke na manoma ba wai kawai noman kanta ba wajen ajiya. To ban sani ba yadda maganin da muka ji yadda maganin ne yake hakika mun ji abin kuma mun karba a duba sau. Wata damuwa da muke da wajen ajiya ban sani ba wajen ajiya amfani musamman wake sai ga wake in dai ba wai da aka kawo technology na PC ba nan ba mu da zamu ajiye wake mu na ajiye wake ka wata ne ta lalace ban sani ba wannan magani yana amfani wajen ajiya ne na amfani da sauran wajen wannan ban sani ba
Yes. In fact, I will answer this question because this is one of the most important questions I love in this seminar today. First and foremost, what makes your plant to have problem? Please, are you with me? Okay. What makes our plant to have problem is the use of chemicals. Chemicals are artificial things that actually destroy the growth of plant, that actually bring disease to the plant. Do you know that this NPK, the natural fertilizer, is completely different from this? When we say this one is 100% ionic and it's also organic, the technology behind it is that it is free from toxins. And this is not genetically being formulated. It's not being chemically being formulated. It is extracted. Under phytochemical analysis of plant, we extract this particular thing from plant nutrients. These are plant nutrients that the plant needs. It does not have anything artificial on it. That's why you can export it. You know, I told you, when you use this particular plant, you can export it, which makes it to be free from pathogen. And let me shock you. Once you use this, your protection is a bit less. What I mean less from infection. Do you know why? What makes your plant to get rotten like your fruits? They cannot withstand stress. They cannot withstand anything. Is because of use of chemical. If you look at tomatoes, the tomatoes you see these days, you cannot keep your tomatoes more than 3 days, 4 days. It will get rotten. If you use this, it will withstand that stress. Even the food inside will be thick. How many people have seen UTC tomatoes? That is how your tomatoes will look like. So it also gives you the chances of you protecting it for a longer period of time. So it will not decay. It will not ferment like any other product once you use this. That's why we call it pure natural. Are you getting it? And lastly, this is what I can say to you. If you use the NPK, you understand? Definitely because it is chemical. It's just like agri-chicken and local chicken. Agri-chicken and local chicken, which one can withstand pressure? Local chicken. Am I right? So this is the same thing this enhancer will do. This enhancer is local chicken. It's not chemicalized. But you discover that our agri-chicken is chemicalized because the chemical that you're using to grow it, they are chemical. The food they're giving them, they are chemical. And that's why 95% of our genetically modified food, they will look big, but they are all useless. They cause hazard to the body cells. But this will not cause disease to your cell body. Thank you so much. And the seed, it will not affect the seed now. And when I say it will not affect the plant, the production of the seed will be healthy. So if it is healthy, what do we say? Free from insect, free from bacteria, free from fungi, free from protists. You do not see what we put there. because of the chemicals, the presence of amino acid, the presence of citric acid, the presence of what? Humic acid, the presence of what was the last one? X factor. That is the secret. So we can hit our chest that what is going to come out is free from any pathogen, and they are not genetically modified. It will not kill your seed will last and live for long. Thank you.
Sorry. Can it use in terms of storage, especially?
Now, when you store it,
Let's go to
the next one. Yeah. Yes. Daga 6 a.m. na safe zuwa 9 a.m. morning hours. From 6 to 9 a.m. you apply. And you can apply it fortnightly, every 2 weeks you apply, depending on kind of crops. That's why we said we have 2 sections. The second section will select people who want to learn how to use this fertilizer in different type of crops. We teach them. If you are going to use on legumes, we teach you. If you want to use on yams, if you want to use it on maize, so that you understand their method of application. Their method of applications are the same, but the days of application varies. Is that okay? Good. The next one.
You know, I saw a very powerful plants.
Yes.
So, meaning that I can apply it on my mango, my palm rice, and all this.
Anything that has leaves.
Yes. You can apply on it. So, this is my first question. Second question is that have you been by authorities? Had it been endorsed by DAC? No, not DAC, by no. Aside NAFDAC, there is also Seed Council. Aside this, we also have what do they call it? This Directorate of Agri Science. That's Directorate of Agri Science. Thank you very much. That's just what I want to know. So we are certain of it. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum. Tambayoyi na guda biyu ne a takaice. Da farko akwai noma da ake yi da damuna, akwai wanda ake da rani. Akwai bambanci tsakanin amfani da wannan powder din da damuna ko rani, shine tambaya da farko. Na'am. To na biyu kuma shine maybe mutum zai iya sayan kwali daya, excuse me sir, maybe za ka sayi kwali daya, abinda za ka yi amfani da shi a gonanka bai wuce kwali sachets 2 ba, to kana da sauran sachets 8. To kasan tunda abu ne da aka yi shi da fasaha ta zamani, maybe ko yana da duration da in kai ya wuce wannan lokacin kuma baɗi sai dai ka sayi wani, to yana son ƙarin bayani a kai. Oh, shi kenan na fashe.
I'll just use my teacher voice. Sorry, he has asked one of the questions. Hello. Okay. How affordable it is? How affordable it is? That is, you have not told us the cost implication. That's the cost implication. That's one. The other side of the question is, what are the negatives? What are the negatives? Yes.
This is the first person that asked this question. If anything natural has negative, if he answer the question, if the answer is yes, then I raise my hand. I'll give you a gift. Did anything natural has negative effect? I said, is anything natural has negative effect? That's the answer. Anything that is natural It's free from toxin. That's what I'm saying. It is safe. So it does not have side effect. Next question. Because you meet the coordinator in the state. Because anything that we are doing, the coordinator in the state handles everything and he reports to the headquarters. Is that okay? Because we have a structure and we are organized.
Honorable Sayyid Babu Gombe is there. In the course of your presentation, you made mention cewa, idan aka samu bishiyar ta daɗe ba ta haihuwa, in an sama za ta haihu. So ina da lemo wanda ya kai shekara 5 ya girma ko bai haihu. How do I apply this code on it? Change. Ina da shi. Zan ƙaro ma. How do I apply it?
You just spray on top of
Okay, spray. Okay.
Everything is not, no, whether the tree is there, spray on top. Like that, hold on.
Bayan an yi mixing za ka sa wannan. Okay. So second question kuma shine, even though ka ce za ta bi training session wanda za a koya mana, but maybe wasu daga cikin ba za zama suna wannan gun ba. I want to know at what level za a dinga apply misali a shuka kamar masara ko what does the guy?
Okay, how to apply in masara ne in mutane suna su gansu su za su musu apply a gwana domin su yi amfani da su. Is that okay? Go. Then when I see presentation, Garoka, we'll get them, we'll train them. That's how they do business. We are organized and corporate organization that follow due process. Is that okay? Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum. Ni tambaya na anan shi misali kana planting high product da low product, maybe masara da wake at the same land. So tunda ka faɗi yadda shi wannan za a apply masa guntu. Sannan na biyu, for example, in kai misali nan ne iyaka gonanka, ka yi apply wannan shi taki na sannan maƙotanka su kuma sun yi amfani da taki da aka saba. To, abunan nasu ba zai yi affecting plantinka ba?
Where ana kira demonstration farm shine cewa ke ka kebe wani daban ka apply wani abu daban a wannan kuma ka apply wani as a control ko so idan kana da neighbor naka wani ya apply da NPK ka bar shi ke ka sa naka da ka apply da wannan enhancer a gani a lokacin shuki da lokacin girbewa mene difference irin suna girma sai kai ka dinga snapping kana ta tura mana ka gane shi ne zai ba mu ansa amma yanzu din nan in na fara maka namu ne ta fi kyau za ka kawo na goye bayan fertilizer namu amma muna so ka gwada ya zama what is called demonstration farm ka gane and this is what Ministry of Agri suna yi da mai ayin demonstration farm sun ba mu report cewa gaskiya fertilizer nan tana da kyau amma ni ba zan fara muku a nan ba gara kuma ku gwada a nan kuma ku ba mu labari ko bai fi ba to na gode. The last question is this one. Last question. Kene ko? Akwai mutum to ba damuwa. Number 10. Just ask your question. Okay, very
good. Tambaya na ita ce, so in ka sa wannan me suna abin enhancer, sorry, ina so in ce fertilizer. in ka sa so no need ka sa normal fertilizer da muka saba da shi. Ina tambaya ne.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Yi tambayar da nake da shi shine mu da muke da bukatan mu zo a nuna mana ko a koya mana yadda za mu yi aiki da shi, an sa ranar da za mu haɗu ne kuma a ina?
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Akwai gatherings da some health practitioners suka yi gathering manoma akan wani abu aflatoxin. So sun yi gathering sun yi bayani akan shi. Based on what you have said here, that is, this enhancer can fight against that aflatoxin. This is my question.
Medical doctor.
Sometimes in mutum yana neman kafara zai je taba wani area ko? Are you getting it? Okay, 1, 2, 3 questions. Let me start with this my friend question. I'm very sorry. Question I said har na fara come America. Can you repeat the question? Okay, now, this is it. Our enhancer specifically works on the plants, while the NPK work on the soil. Am I right? Okay. We normally we can encourage you to use part of your fertilizer, but if you are using 100%, just use 20%. Are you getting it? Just use 20%, just to boost your soil. The reason is boosting your soil is to increase what is called aeration and the soil's texture and texture. You know, we have structure and texture of the soil. Now, the use of NPK is just to boost the soil. But the use of enhancer is to boost the plant that grows on the soil. Do you understand it very well? So, if you want to use it, we don't have an issue. But don't apply on it, on your plant, because if you put it much, it will kill, it could cause disease to your plant because it is chemical. Remember that anything that is chemically formulated can cause disease. Just like if you are taking drugs, we have organic drug, we have orthodox or synthetic drug. Synthetic drug, no matter how good it is, you have a side effect. But anything that is natural is not like a food, except you overuse it, it becomes a side effect. Am I right? But if you follow the manual, you follow the distance, it does not have any effect. I hope I've answered that question. Eh? No, how can you apply NPK interval? I say you are putting it on the soil. Well, enhancer is not used on the soil. Enhancer is on the leaves, please. Okay, yes. Sorry, sir. The answer is with or without. Use the soil. Finish. And after some time, you use their enhancer. I believe it's better like this, so that if I'm coming out, the man will not ask more questions. Then, lastly, what is this, my policy? The practical. Yes, what we said was this, even before I start the discussion. I need to understand, I said, we're going to select the group into 3 or into 2. We share. Those people who want to be here, they can be here. So that we train them, the field workers we can have. Then we can have a demonstration farm for Gombe, where we can practicalize some seeds. Or if you have a farm, we can practically demonstrate them. And we can be witnessing this from time to time until we harvest them. So that next year, next farming season, you people will come and give the testimony here. Am I right? That is what I want us to do. Because in every practical, you must also show something. Then last question. Yes. Now the use of, when we have 2 types of research. We have what's called generated hypothesis and tested hypothesis. Now, people who wrote, people who conducted the research, they have their specific reason why they are going for their research. Are you getting it now? I'm not in the committee, and I don't know the reason, I don't know what they are looking for in the research. If you give me the write-up of their research, I can tell you, but what I want to let you know that our enhancer can prevent the disease of both insect, fungi, and parasites in affecting the plant because of our X factor. Finish. Thank you so much. So I want to appreciate you guys for coming, and I felt I've done justice to your question. Am I right? And anytime you need me, I'm 100% available. You can call me 12 midnight, in as much as 4-3 fertilizer, I will answer. But if you call me for another thing, I will not answer. But if you say 4-3, I will answer. 4-3! 4-3! 4-3, answer for success. Answer for success, keep on planting, don't stop planting. So let us say finally, and we are going to go outside after the whole program. We will say 4-3, answer for success. Answer for success, keep on planting, don't stop planting. And I'm going to send it to all parts of Nigeria and tag them. Let them know you are the wonderful people that is changing that global change in Africa. Thank you, and God bless everybody.
Assalamu alaikum. Ko ara wani bayani da aka yi dan ƙara bayani ya kamar yadda shi ɗan wannan ya bayani. Wannan ɗan bayani akan ciyawan nan. So idan an yi shuka ne, za a saka maganin ƙwayan ciyawa, kaga wannan abin nan chemical ne. Ba shekara ba, to taki ma nake sawa. Amma ana so shi wannan sai ganyen ne ake yi. To ya ganyen ya girma, dole sai ka sa masa wani abu. Ka sa maganin ciyawa, ka kashe ciyawa, kaga chemical ne ba a hana shi ba. Kuma ka sa taki ya taso ya ganye kafin ka fesa zai yi. Saboda ka kana shi kaza kafin da ke faruwa kenan. Allah ya taimaka.
To alhamdulillah kusan mun zo ƙarshe, amma kafin mu rufe wannan taro din yanzu in an fita wani sashe din nan dai in an rufe da ka yi training. The training is going to take place right. So a tare da mu akwai Alhaji Mahmud Malwa, wanda wakili ne da yake representing PM na GSADP, yana tare da mu a nan. Za mu gayyace shi domin ya faɗi tsokacinsa kafin mu rufe.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Kamar yadda mai gabatarwa ya gabatar, ni Muhammad Sa'idu Malwa na tsaya ne a matsayin na wakilci na program manager na ma'aikatan gidan gona na jihar Gombe. Wanda kowa ya so a ce a gidan gona ya samu zuwa daga commissioner da permanent secretary da shi program manager. Amma ya zama the reason ya zama they have become unavoidably absent. Sun je wani activity ne a Kano, the same thing domin magana manoma. And even the commissioner, they are preparing to still go to Morocco, that His Excellency, but don't come over, save for the betterment na manoman jihar Gombe. Alhamdulillah, please, the protocol is observed. Please permit me to speak in Hausa, so that because there is no need for repetition. So, ba wani abu ne sabo ba, gidan gona tana tafiya ne da zamani wanda muke son mu ba da tabbaci wa ma'aikatan manoma. Mu ba da tabbaci wa manoma. Wani ma zai ce gidan gonan ta ƙare ko? To, wannan tambaya ne su ma executive sun yi a high table. Sai aka ce wa mai girma gidan gona fa tana nan kuma tana tafiya da innovation da kuma sabbin approaches da suke zuwa. So, for that, gidan gona sai muka nemi dama. Tunda gwamnatin tana da willingness da readiness to support agricultural production, aka ba mu dama mu yi inda muka samu staff wanda is viable, mu identify ɗinsa, mu requesting for deployment or transfer ɗinsa to the Ministry of Agriculture and subsequently to the GSADP, inda nan ne muke da teaming of extension staff. There is no way za ka yi abu a rayuwa babu iliminsa. Kowa ya san gidan gona tun kafin nan ana GADP da Gombe ne da Huntuwa. Aka zo aka harmonizing aka yi BSADP. Most of the agric shows in an je Gombe zone dai mu muke championing. To, bana ma an yi, and the outcome will come soon. And kowa zai ji achievement da Gombe State Farmers, the GSADP, the Minister of Agriculture suka recording. I want to affirm to you, in tabbatar muku cewa akwai kwamsa na His Excellency the Present Administration akan maganar noma. Domin yau ciyar da kai ya zama babban aiki. Da ne baya ciyar da kai gwaninta, amma a yau ya zama babban gwaninta. Akwai malamin gona da muke kan training ɗinsu kowane innovation ko approach in ya zo. Sannan is a mandate from the Ministry of Agriculture in collaboration with Gombe State and the Ministry of Agriculture. Muna training private extension in addition to the staff extension na gwamnati, public extension. I want to affirm to you that yanzu GSADP tana da extension staff sun fi mutum 90. Wanda kuma they are put across all area of specialization. Ba wani abu ne daban ba, burinmu shine mu ga cewa mun gudu tare, mun tsira tare. Ko da akwai abinci a gidanka in babu a gidana baka da kwanciyar hankali. It's worrisome a yau kowaye a ce ma shekaran jiya buhun masara 70,000, yau 80,000, gobe nawa kake expecting? Wake 30,000 shekaran jiya, yanzu 50,000. What are you expecting? So now, we don't have any alternative. Rather, we embark on what? Vigorous agricultural cultivation. You cannot have a bumper harvest without applying a kind of what? New approaches. Domin yanzu noma ya sanja daga tsoho na duke ko ya zama noma don me? Don jari ci gaba. Farming now become a business. That is the mindset we want to change to farmers. Let's emulate farming as a what? As a business. Ba kawai al'ada na yadda ake yi traditional farming ba. We have to apply, bring in some innovations da zai kawo ya lowering cost of production so that farmer will sustain a reasonable profit. That is the essence. That is why the ministry, the GSADP, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security are all embarking on innovative approaches. We have ongoing project now in Gombe State. The muka forming farmers into clusters. And last week, we have done a result sharing of phase 1 of the project on horticultural crop production. And Gombe champion among the state hosted the result sharing. Farmers give their testimonies, give their benefits they have derived from the training program. The essence of the training is to impart to the farmers the new approaches and skills, so that to enable them to start farming from where? From market. You have to start farming from market. Identify your potential buyer. What are the market demand? What does the market need? At what time is the most important peak period that the market needs your product? Don't go and just cultivate your interests, but seek market opportunities. Go and conduct a kind of market survey. Interact with dealers so that you can be able to identify which crop will be more profitable to you as a business. The enhancer and the de-agro approaches is something of very interesting aspect of the training. And not only on that, if to say I am prepared, I will have show you some videos as a result of using the organic fertilizer or use of what can I say, agrolizer or whatsoever. They really enhance, and they let our product to be free from what? From the issue of chemical residual effects. Muna da matsala, shi yasa aka rejectin kayanmu a Germany, a America, a ina da aka yi export. Wakenmu an gwada become toxic. Sun ki siya. An tambaye mu yi noma mu yi exporting don commercial purpose. Amma an je an gwada as a result of using high content of chemical fertilizer. Ya zama it's not profitable to the business. So insecticides too is another factor. So residual content in nan shi yake causing mana a lot of problem a jikinmu yau. Diabetes, cancer, da sauransu. So we want to turn back to organic fertilizer as an enhancer, and which is the only way out. If you can use 8 bags of fertilizer in 1 hectare or 10 bags of fertilizer in 1 hectare, depending on the zonal, geopolitical zone you are in Gombe. Now we are safe to use only 1 sachet. That if I am not preempting, it's not even more, up to 30,000. They will tell you. We have discussed with them. We have started with them, but I don't want to disclose it to you. But they have a good package for the farmers of Gombe State. So thank you very much. We thank the Enhancer program and the project for the welcome development. Please, manoma, mu yi kokari, mu yi amfani da wannan Enhancer. An try ɗinsa a wurare da dama, kuma an samu amfanin. Muna son a Gombe State mu ma mu ga ci gabansa. Wannan ba burinmu da ya wuce wannan gidan gona mu yi supporting farmers, abinda zai taimaka ya ba da bumper harvest kuma ya lower cost of production, domin mun manomi ya zama mai riba wanda kowaye sai ya dawo ya yi noma, kowa wani, domin ya san yau abinci wani abu ne. Thank you very much for the time and the opportunity you have given to me. Assalamu
alaikum. Assalam wa rahmatullah. So that has been the representative of the PM. Thank you so much. Yanzu, okay, we are closing. Za a je a yi sallah. In an yi sallah, waɗanda kamar yadda suka ce waɗanda suke so a nuna musu demonstration na yadda ake amfani da shi in different type of crops, sai su tsaya za a yi wannan demonstration da duk abin da zai biyo baya. Thank you so much. Kuma kamar yadda aka ji shi representative na PM ya ƙarisa, abinda za mu ce amfani da enhancer wani abu ne da yake da muhimmanci. Zai taimaka maka, zai ƙara bunƙasa yadda shukanka za ta yi amfani. So wani abu ne da yake da kyau mutum zai iya amfani da shi, musamman ma kuma idan ya zama na wanda yake is natural. So wannan ya zama ƙari ne a kayan cewa bayan enhancer ne kuma is natural, da kuma wasu technologies da ake amfani da su. Sannan kira da aka yi cewa amma dole mu san, mu yi ƙoƙari mu san agricultural practices, to wannan suna da muhimmanci. Ba kawai za mu yi tunanin za mu yi a sauran abubuwa kawai mu sa enhancer sai ta ba mu ba. Idan shukanka baka yi space, baka sa shukanka daidai ba, baka yi kaza daidai ba, ba lallai still zai iya bunƙasa maka, amma ba za ka samu irin yadda kai kake buri ba. So sanin agricultural practices yana da muhimmanci. Doctor, we really appreciate you. Thank you so much for this wonderful presentation, and we really enjoy the presentation. And we believe this your product is going to bring a lot of achievement in the production of especially cereals, which majority of our people engaging, and not only the civil, in the practices of agricultural practices in Gombe State. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Okay.
Yeah. Please, before you go for prayers, I know some people have just gone out. We're going to divide the category into two. Those who want to do presentation, they are different from field workers. The field workers are people who want to learn how to plant, how to spread. Do you understand? Are different from presenters who are going to have only two groups. When you come after the prayers, you share yourself into two groups. Thank you. Although you are going to have one training, but at the tail end you will be separated. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Arama. Arama. Bismillah ka rufe mana.
To alhamdulillah muna ƙara yi wa Allah madaukakin sarki godiya mu karanta wa salatin annabi kamar yadda muka yi daga farko da rufe wannan taro mai albarka. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. وبارك على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما باركت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم انك حميد مجيد. Allah muna ƙara tawassuli da wannan salati da muka yi wa annabinka, annabin rahma, annabin tsira. Wannan taro Allah ya masa albarka. Ƙungiyoyi da suka haɗu su uku suka gayyato wannan kamfani don taimaka al'ummar su, Allah ya musu albarka, Allah ya saka musu da alkhairi, Allah ya musu jagoranci. Shi kuma wannan kamfani abin da ya presenting, Allah ya sa gaskiya ne bugun shi a fili, Allah kuma ya bunƙasa wannan kamfani, Allah madaukakin sarki ya sa mu ci moriyarsa mu amfana da shi. Wannan ƙasa ta mu Allah ka mata albarka, matsaloli da ake fuskanta marasa adadi, Allah muna tawassuli da wannan salati ba dan halin mu ba ya Allah, kada ka kama mu da halayen wawayen mu. Allah muna roƙonka, muna ƙara neman ɗaukinka, muna ƙara neman jin kanka da tausayinka ya Allah. Ka ji kanmu ka tausayi ka ta ƙara tausaya mana ya Allah, ka kawar mana da dukkan matsaloli da muke ciki ya Allah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.